Now this video series is not all about me getting up there and showing you each individual one, showing you how to remove everything, how to install everything and all that kind of stuff. I might show you that. I might show you bits and pieces along the way, but I have I've made so many videos on my YouTube channel, on my video courses, material and stuff. You'll have plenty of information. This information I'm giving you now just happens to be above and beyond what maybe I haven't shared previously, okay? So I thought I would make a video of it. Okay, now these alarms, they're not that cheap, but it's something that you really need to do. Okay, those were 40 bucks each. This was $70. Okay, now they have other ones. Like I say, you could get one that's not 10-year battery backup for about 10 bucks cheaper, $15 cheaper. But then every year you got to get up there and you got to remove the little box thing and slide the door open and change out the 9-volt battery. You really want to do that? I don't want to do that in here at Mother's house. This ceiling's 12-foot ceiling. Here we got 10-foot ceilings. I got to get a big old ladder out here. They're not 8-foot ceilings. It's not nice and easy to do for anybody to just do it on their own. Okay, so for that one reason alone, I'm not going to do it. For the other reason is, why not do it once and forget about it for 10 years? Okay, because that's a 10-year battery. It's designed that you never have to touch it. After you click it on and twist it on there, it's going to pop on and it's going to stay on, and you should not have any problems for 10 years. Okay. Now, if you want to do your due diligence, and if you got the other ones with the 9-volt batteries, I'm telling you, after 10 years of your actual smoke alarm body unit, if it's older than 10 years, the manufacturer suggests to replace the entire unit. Even if you think, hey, I've never had any problems with it, I've changed the battery once a year. In fact, I've been doing that for the last 15 years. My smoke alarm is still fine. I'm not going to do that. Why am I going to spend 40 bucks or whatever to replace them with all these other ones? And I got 5 in my house, and that's $200. And I never heard of the carbon monoxide one. I don't know if I have to do that. That's almost $300. I'm not doing that. Well, you might want to Google, how long does a smoke alarm last? You might also want to call your homeowners association, your homeowners insurance actually, and your insurance policy. Call your agent and ask them about smoke alarms, okay? And they might tell you something different that you've never heard before. They might say, hey, if that whole unit is older than 10 years, chances are, if you have a fire in there, sir, if you have a fire in your house, and if the smoke alarm doesn't go off and we find out that the smoke alarm is older than 10 years, we're not covering the damage. In fact, if somebody dies in your house because they were sleeping and they couldn't get out the doors and there was smoke and there was a huge fire in here and your smoke alarm did not work, we're not covering you. They might tell you that, okay? Call up your insurance company and ask them all of these different questions, because it might amaze you, and you might say, well, you never told me that before. And they'll say, hey, look at your insurance policy. Your insurance policy is saying we're covering you, and we're making the assumption that your smoke alarms are all up to date and all per code, blah, blah, blah. And that means within 10 years, they're not older than 10 years. You can take any smoke alarm body off. Okay, unscrew that, take it off, come down, look at it in the light, shine a flashlight on it, and somewhere on there will be a date of how old your smoke alarm is. And it might surprise you if you've got one of those old ones and your house is 50 years old and your smoke alarm could be 15 years old, 20 years old, who knows? You've been living in there for the last 30 years, it could be 30 years old. You bought your house 10 years ago or 5 years ago, it could still be 15 years old, okay? So you might want to check that out. All right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ladder and I'm going to get ready to put these in. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And I tell you, I will never make a video that I think you can't do.